Oh, and they're correcting.
Lost your mind there for a minute, but that's
So
okay.
It looks like number 3, on my sheet anyways, number 3 is Isabella McPhee, who had the great show and goal and the run up the side. She didn't score the try, but she did have she did set the play up. It was awesome.
Yeah, it sure was. Very entertaining piece of work there.
The sheet I have says that number 3 is Isabella McPhee playing wing, so I'm not sure that that's the right name, but to the jersey. But Humber's got a knock-on their kickoff there. Sorry, Conestoga's knocked Humber's kickoff on. And so Humber's back in attack again. If they can win this scrum, but they don't, they lose the scrum, and Conestoga now has a little bit of space and a little bit of an edge and stays in bounds.
Wow,
and now it's a foot race.
Wow.
And it doesn't look like she's getting caught by the first defender. And she's not getting caught at all.
No.
So that's number 22. And I don't even, oh, there's number 22, Anita Ben.
Right at the top of the list. She's from Waterford District.
And Anita Ben is on the all-rookie team. I think we can see that, through 2 games we've had a number of all-rookies scoring tries. That's, I think, the 4th rookie try out of 6 tries on the day.
Yeah, a real good freshman crop this year in OCAA Women's Sevens Rugby. And I'm really impressed how she stayed in touch because she was almost on the paint a couple of times and just tiptoeing along the sideline, but at full throttle, mind you.
She just got around that little corner that they were creating in. She didn't have any extra space. Great tightrope there. And that keeps Conestoga right in the game. So we're less than a minute in the first half, 1-score game. See how Humber handles this kickoff, and Conestoga can continue to apply some pressure. So it's a pretty good kick. And it bounces, it's still on the floor, and Conestoga, I think, has recovered the ball. Yeah, they have. Oh, and he's called a knock-on against Humber, so Conestoga will get the ball. And so, what looked like was going to maybe be a dominant Humber first half is quickly switched, and we could be heading to the half with a tie if Conestoga can turn this turnover into points.
The vagaries of the game. That's one of the beauties of Sevens Rugby. With the fewer people on board, things can change quickly if you have one big play.
A little bit of a misdirection kind of thing, and they won the tackle, so they're going to keep the ball, and they're going to reverse field. They've got space over here. Oh, and a missed tackle and a dominant run. That was number 8 for Conestoga. The ball's out and picked up by Conestoga. Number 8 for Conestoga is Devin Davidson, had that nice run to get them going. And now number 3 is Sierra McRae, who extended that run. Conestoga has been impressive here in the final moments of this first half, and that's Anita Ben again. Made a couple miss. Oh, it looks like Humber's probably, high tackle, so we're going to play fast, I would imagine.
Got to.
Yeah, good job by Humber to recover fairly quickly off that. There's a physical run again. This Conestoga team seems to be a I'll go through you rather than around you kind of team. And another fall forward attack, so and it looks like a knock maybe. Yes, a little knock on the pickup. Unfortunate for Conestoga. That's a lot of pressure at the end of the half.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, for the effort, they deserved a try. But on the other hand, you've got to give Humber terrific credit for that fearsome defending to stave off what would have been possibly the tying try with a convert attached.
Yeah, you got to give them credit there, right? What we've seen over the course of the last couple of years is that the parity in the league has really improved.
Yeah.
A lot more even play from 1 through 6 at the championship weekends. That first game we saw was a 1-score game. We're in a 1-score game here again, and the last couple of years, I think Durham has gone away from the field, but they lost a game this year too, right? So that could be an interesting matchup we might see later in the day. Durham and St. Lawrence are the 2 top teams of the league this year, both sitting on byes waiting for the semifinals. They split the season series, so that could be a really interesting gold medal match if we're lucky enough to see that. But like I said, the parity in the league, anybody can beat anybody now.
Yeah. Well, and as you mentioned at the top of this game, Conestoga is a good example as their program has really come along over the last few years. And they're right in the mix at halftime on this game against a squad that was favored.
Yeah, both these teams weren't here last year. You know, kind of shocking that Humber wasn't in the top 6, but they weren't. They're back at number 3, and Conestoga a struggling season last year, but they've turned it around, and here they are, number 6 seed, giving number 3 all they can handle. You know, last year we had Seneca, who, you know, typically we always see in the finals, but not this year. And I believe it was Fleming that was here last year as the 6th seed, and they had a bit of a struggle this year, but some new faces, which just shows that the parity continues to grow. So we're going to get a Humber kickoff to start the second half. Conestoga down 7. Good first exciting half.
Yeah, Conestoga's got to feel pretty good about that half. They know that they just came within a hair's breadth of possibly tying it, and they'll definitely want the ball back to see if they can finish the next time they get that chance.
Yeah, if either team probably had a chat about, both teams probably chatted about missed tackles at halftime. The team that shores up the tackling is probably going to win this, would be my guess. Right off the bat, Conestoga with a good little probe to start. Humber makes that first tackle that we just talked about. So
got some people.
And then that's going to be an unfortunate knock. Not a lot of pressure, and like the pass was reasonable. It's going to be tough, and it's a middle scrum, so lots of options here for Humber. Well, they win the scrum, but pressure on the attack, but then off to the races. They get the ball out on a little offload, and that's O'Coin, who's done the converts so far, and she's now on the board for a 3rd time. 2 converts and now a try, so 9 points on the day for O'Coin. She's an all-star.
Well, she showed why there. She's from Port Perry, and boy, once you got that offload from the scrummy as it was,
yeah, she
just took right off.
Too.
Yeah. So that's not what Conestoga wanted. They wanted to try and answer fast to perhaps tie it up, but Humber recreates another bulge in their favor now, as quick as Conestoga probably wanted to get back into it.
Another good kick.
Yeah.
It's an excellent kick. O'Coin now counting for 11 of their 21 points. I'm going to put my early lock of the game on her as the all-star player of the game.
Not even going to argue with you on that one.
Taking first picks.
I like so far Conestoga's try score. That was a terrific run and finish. But
absolutely.
Anyway.
Well, Anita Ben, for sure for Conestoga, I would pick her at the moment too.
But we got more game to go.
Yep. There's Ben right now. See what she can do on the edge. Oh. And it looked like she hit an offload and then a knock, and now she's offside because the knock went actually back to the person that offloaded. Referee says, yeah, I awarded the penalty, but I want you to take it right here at me. Didn't see the tap, I think. Oh, and actually Humber may have already called a scrum before the tap, so maybe that was the issue.
No, okay.
We have not seen a lot of fast tap-and-go penalties yet. I can almost guarantee we'll see one when we see Ali Arsenault play later in the day.
That's for sure.
For St. Lawrence, she scored a lot of points this year, tapping and going and catching people by surprise.
One of her many trademarks. She is arguably, well, she certainly is among the most skilled players in OCAA women's sevens rugby.
Yeah, well, she was she was the league's leading scorer and the league's most outstanding player awarded. So be interesting to see how we get out of her later. And little hold there by the Humber player trying to collect, and did. And now got the edge. Oh, nice little move. This is the girl that scored earlier on the offload. So that's number 2. Wow. Allison Jodhan Smiley from Blessed Trinity has a nice little hesitation move there to get herself through and then show some speed, which we saw earlier.
That was a terrific dummy. And then she just took off. Yeah, she's from Lincoln, down on the Niagara Peninsula. That was a heck of a move.
Absolutely.
And then a terrific run. She knew what she was doing the whole way.
And there's O'Coin with the first time that she hasn't made the convert, but that was a pretty tough angle. Still a reasonable kick, but a long way to go.
26-7, that pretty much salts it away, I would hazard to say, for Humber, but a pretty good effort from Conestoga, who was not even here last year.
Yeah. So we've got a couple substitutions being made by each team, and O'Coin's going to kick off here with about 2.5 to play. Good kick, well taken. And turned over, no, must have been, looks like high tackle.
Yep.
So we got Conestoga with the ball after the high tackle, and little step, nice little step and some pace there too, and looking for an offload, couldn't get it, and unfortunately now I think this could be a turnover. Yeah, penalty. Humber quick to the ball a few times now. That's about their third steal, and they called for another scrum. They're going to slow this thing down. They know they've done enough to win, so
yep.
Bleed the clock.
Referees really giving us great signals immediately and after the call is made, which is much appreciated up here in the press box.
Take some of the guesswork out.
Mm-hmm. Although we're usually right, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Oh, another nice move there by Humber, and a bit of a loopy pass, but well taken, and keeps the run going, manages to stay in bounds. That looks like a clean win, and Humber's going to be in the attack here again. There's O'Coin, a little ball movement. Here's some pace now, I think. Oh,
nice
good tackle. That was Anita Ben. Yeah, mm-hmm. You're right. There, she's going to make another tackle.
For her.
She definitely is the strongest player in this game for Conestoga. That looks like a nice fend. Oh, but fought through and tackled. Humber hunting for another one, but I think now they've got a knock on. And we're going to have a scrum with less than a minute to go. Humber's done enough to punch their ticket here now to go play St. Lawrence in the other semifinal.
Yep.
Algonquin winning earlier over Loyalist to go to play Durham Lords in that semifinal.
Yeah, this one is just about run its course. And Humber looking to maybe score one more try to put the final capper on it.
After this one, we'll have a short break because the first semifinal, Algonquin and Durham, is until 11:30.
Ooh,
oh, knocked on the goal, so can we get out of here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Humber's got the ball. I wonder if, to me, like the clock has expired, but Humber's looking to score anyway.
Yeah.
During league play, I would say, yeah, go for it. Get some more points. You know, maybe get a bonus point if that were even though they've already scored 4 tries.
Well, the rugby gods have rewarded Conestoga because they're getting the ball back on penalty.
Yeah. Interesting. Humber had a few opportunities with different possessions and tackles there, so their knock-on advantage went away, and then they committed a penalty. So here we are, Conestoga with a chance to make a big run, maybe. That was a dominant physical run. This Conestoga team does. They go right through you. And now a penalty the other way. I would imagine we'll see, and I'm wrong, of course. I was going to say, I'll see us kick out of bounds and be done with this. But instead, we have another knock-on, and there's Ben picking the ball up, and she's going to score, I think. Based on what we saw earlier, it is a foot race, though. That's O'Coin on the chase. If she doesn't get her, nobody will. Ben, make a little wiggle. Oh, nice move. Great effort there by O'Coin. And if I'm the Humber coach, I'm furious right now. Why did we play that extra minute and a half when we didn't need to after the whistle and a huge run? We're trying to conserve energy. We got to go play one of the top teams in the province in St. Lawrence later. And,
I can't add anything.
Game management, I guess.
That is really, I mean, hey, I love it when kids want to play. That's what it's all about, play to the bitter end. But, wow, you had that one salted away. And as you said, the safe thing to do would just be tap, kick it into touch, and not concede another try, even though it doesn't hurt you. But just kind of an odd decision there.
So final score there is 26-12 for Humber. I'm picking O'Coin for Humber, and I'm picking Anita Ben with both tries for Conestoga as our player of the game.
I think we concur on that, and we were fortunate enough to see one more great run by Ben at the end, because boy can she fly, and it really gave O'Coin credit for the chase and almost got her, and that's a terrific effort by both of those players. Well, that was pretty entertaining.
So these post-game award things is a little different. They don't do this through the league play, so girls aren't quite up on the process they're looking for here at the championships. They want to award player of the games and give out their OCAA All-Star and all rookie teams and all those kind of award things.
11:30. And we've got a comment here. Again, we've been so lucky the last couple of years here. The sky is pristine, and I just noticed the first little wispy cloud off near Trenton. But here in town, in Belleville, it's clear as glass. And we got the fall colors over on the north sideline. And we were talking to Jim Buck earlier, who is the recently retired AD here for many years. The transformation of the athletic facilities here in Loyalist over the years is just outstanding.
Absolutely. So I think we've got the teams organized and we've got these awards out.
For players of the game, from the Hawks, number 7, Megan O'Coin.
I got that one right, Ben.
Yeah, I don't think these ones were much of a challenge to select. These kids had outstanding games, the two of them.
And from the Condors with 2 long field runs, 22, Anita Ben.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer there. So we'll be back at 11:30, about a half an hour, for the Durham Lords and Algonquin Wolves. First semifinal.
Congratulations to the OCAA award winners from the Conestoga Condors. For the all-rookie team, Anita Ben. Good job, Anita! And League All-Star, Abby Anderson. And from the Humber Hawks, all-rookie team, Eliza Shazad. In League All-Star, Mary Ardarka, and All-Star Megan O'Coin. Congratulations to both teams. We'll be back here for Game 3 at 11:30. When the Durham Lords take on the Algonquin Wolves.
Player of the Year, Ali Arsenault kicks off. Great kick, nice and high. Not handled perfectly, but recovered by Humber. And quick little move through. And Humber recovers, keeps the ball, goes back against the grain. Pick, dropped through. Good start here by Humber. Couple of phases of play, couple of challenging little runs. Nice pickup there. I think that was O'Coin, who was player of the game earlier. Number 3, Isabella McPhee, picks that ball through, and it looks like we got a turnover, and we do. Penalty against Humber for holding on. And there goes Ali. You know she's going to tap and go. We talked about it earlier. Haven't seen many today. And she got some big contact there. Looks like high. And I bet you she goes fast again. Oh, she looks angry about that one.
She got a little bit of a shove after the whistle, which I don't think she appreciated. They want to get her riled up.
So they're setting something up.
She's dangerous enough when she's not mad.
Oh, nice run. There's that Melissa Raymond, number 7, Melissa Raymond, or was that Paige Bean, number 1? I'm not sure. It looks like we got a hold on or a knock on went on the tackle there.
Good job, SLC!
That was number 1, Paige Bean, league all-star.
Yeah.
Took that run, but dropped in the tackle a little bit forward, and so we'll scrum to Humber.
Out of Arn Pryor High School. That's way up the valley.
This could be a really hotly contested game, right? 2 versus 3.
Should be. Yeah.
Seems like a little animosity already. We're only a minute and a half in.
Yeah, don't mind that.
With the put in, stable scrum, and the ball's coming out. We got a 2-on-1 coming out here on the edge. Given a little early, but O'Coin gets it. Gives it right back. And the surge, which we saw earlier this year, they've got pretty good team defense. So it could take some work here by Humber to break them down and get what they need. And if they have these handling errors, they're going to struggle, I think. I think we got a high tackle opportunity. The ball goes out to the edge. Number 2, Alyssa Jordan Smiley. When there's the penalty, I think we're coming back for a high tackle.
Well, I'll tell you what, number 9 for Humber really made something out of looked like nothing. That was Mara DeMilo out of Pickering. She bobbled that ball, then recovered it, and made a nice couple of moves, and then got high tackled, which led to the penalty advantage.
Yeah, so far we've seen Humber ask some questions, as you like to say, asking some questions of the defense. From what I've seen this year in the league, the Surge have a good team defense, so it will take some, questions to be asked. If Humber can clean up those couple of handling errors that we've seen early here, I think that's going to give them a better chance to make those opportunities.
Yep. Good teams make you pay for mistakes, and St. Lawrence is certainly one of those teams.
A good scrum again by Humber, and they're Ali Arsenault coming from the scrum, hunting early. There's no edge here, but a decent run. There's your turnover, Ali Arsenault again. That's a dominant tackle, but Surge happy they'll take it. They still have the ball. Off the foot, Humber picks it up and backwards. And now we've got a 2v1 and a decent offload out of contact. And another little offload. Wow. Nice run there. We're seeing some defense. Oh, and no release.
Yeah. Wow.
Tackled but never released the ball. Unfortunate, down at the 5-meter line.
Wow.
So this is an exciting game. Zero points, but excitement.
From some really sloppy ball. Humber really put together a great attack that ended in misfortune for them.
St. Lawrence decides, let's clear our lines here, get a little bit of territory back, and play from a little further up the field. They'll keep the ball on the line out here after the Humber penalty. We've seen Humber take scrums on just about every penalty they've gotten today. St. Lawrence typically is going to play fast on every penalty. Ali Arsenault, pretty aware of what's going on in the field, and she hears that whistle. If the ball's anywhere close to her, she taps and goes, but pretty dangerous there on their 5. So they picked up about 20 meters on that kick, and now they're going to try to win the line out and see what they can get going in an attack now. And it's not a clean win. In fact, it's a loss. And another high tackle. Advantage being played for the high tackle. I would think we'll hear a whistle. Yeah, there it is. 2 minutes to play in the half, and so far Humber has asked lots of questions, but unable to score. And there it is, called for a scrum. They feel really confident in this scrum that it's just not going to move, and they're going to get a stable attack. And
well, as a former front row forward, I always liked scrum being called, even in 7th.
Eliza Shazad, the scrum half, she showed some pace early this day already. And a good ability to pass the ball accurately. So there it is. Easy base, really good pass. Nice little fake option. And there it is, the handling error again. And not only a handling error, but it turns into a turnover, and it gives. But I guess they weren't able to do anything with that ball. So come back for a scrum to St. Lawrence.
I think she was gonzo too if she had been able to corral that ball, or pretty good. Anyway, it would have been a great opportunity.
So it's one of those, St. Lawrence got the bye, which is, a huge advantage physically, but mentally maybe not quite fully ready to play, whereas Humber's already got the opening jitters out, and they played a game and they've warmed up once and now twice. And there's Arsenault, and they're doing a good job on her. She really hasn't had a chance to move yet. That looks like a turnover, penalty turnover for holding on. Yep. So, and there's the first quick tap I think we've seen today by Humber, and it's got them into an attack. There's O'Coin, who's been good. Just throws the ball away, but we're picked up by Humber, and they keep this alive. Oh nope, and we're coming back. Looks like we got maybe a knock on somewhere in there by St. Lawrence that's going to allow for a Humber scrum.
Wow, I'll tell you what, it's Humber has just been tantalizing because they get right down to the nitty gritty in terms of scoring position, and then they just can't quite finish.
Yeah, they're really close to breaking this game open if they could just eliminate a couple of minor errors here and there. Here's Arsenault as she gets into some space, and there it is. This is the game breaking. This is why she's player of the year. She goes short side, makes one miss, and now it's a foot race, and you're not going to catch her. So St. Lawrence plays the worst half of rugby I've seen them play this year. I haven't seen them play every game, but they're going to leave the game with Arsenault scoring an 80-meter try out of her own zone, and it's, you know, for the most part, that's all just Ali Arsenault. That, you know, no teammates needed in that situation.
I'll tell you what, you got to give Humber a lot of credit. They kept the best player in the league corralled for 6 minutes and 59 seconds.
That's right.
All she needs is 1 second, one gap, one quick tap, and she's gone. And indeed she was. And this will be probably a 7-0 lead going into the half.
And she gets it up and down, makes it 7 points, and so we're 7-0 lead at the break. And, you know, that's why she's the player of the year.
She comes as advertised, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I thought they actually had her corralled, and she just strong on her feet there, managed to get herself out of that contact, and then burned the only defender left. You know, a prop coming out of a scrum trying to make a helping play, and you know, Allie's just too dynamic for that to happen.
Well, Humber's, you know, I'm guessing some of the conversation is, hey guys, we could be up 3 tries to 1, or 3 tries to none, because you did. If I'm coaching these guys, I'm saying you did a hell of a job of, for the most part, keeping Ali away from anything, Ali Arsenault, you know, except for that last second. And they could have had 3 tries. They've got to start figuring out a way to continue those attacks, but finish them, and then maybe they got a chance.
Yeah, some unforced errors there, some couple handling errors that killed those attacks. And I mean, if not, I mean, we're talking about a completely different situation here. A little bit of an upset was brewing, it looked like, and you know, now they've got a hole to dig out of going into the second half, and you know, with the a gold medal opportunity on the line.
Well, it's been a terrific game, as you said prior to the start. It should be. Anytime you have 2 and 3 going against each other, it should be a heck of a game, and this has been about as competitive as you could ask for.
We really should give some credit to that St. Lawrence defense. I mean, we did say that there was some unforced errors by the Hawks, but any unforced error, you know, on the 5th, 6th, 7th pass or phase of rugby, you know, part of that is that the consistent defense is there. And St. Lawrence is, you know, from last year to this year, improved their team depth and team defense drastically. And, you know, obviously Ali Arsenault adds a huge element of scoring to them. But you got to give credit to their other 6 girls on the field there, you know, maintaining and playing good defense and sticking through that onslaught of Humber attack.
No, that's an excellent point, and we always like to credit the D when the D deserves it, and that's true. I mean, you can you know, you can be, you know, missing a couple of tackles here and there, or maybe your you know, line falls apart a little bit, but that last tackle, if it denies a try or produces a turnover that gets you out of trouble, that's still excellent D. And yeah, you're right. We got to give them a lot of credit, the St. Lawrence D, for holding off that big-time attack by Humber in that first half.
Yep. So O'Coin with the kickoff for Humber, and just going to go 10, and it might hop backwards. There it is. So we've seen 3 of those now in the last 2 games, and the team kicking off has actually been able to recover the ball on those short kicks. You get that lots of spin, and you get the little bit of backspin, and it works.
And in every instance, the receiving team has stood there and let the ball bounce. I don't get that. Go to the ball.
Oh, that's a strange one. Humber took the quick tap, nowhere close to the referee. He said, fine, play on. I thought they were going to say, come back, make that tap close to me. I mean, especially after the last game, we saw some officiating that was very technical around the tap and play. And now a different referee, different situation, I guess. And there it is, turnover.
Don't forget, too, people listening that maybe, aren't totally aware of it. But those kind of calls, like for holding onto the ball and stuff like that, will be made a lot quicker in 7s than in 15s.
Absolutely, that's a great kick. Cleared some more territory again. They picked up 25 meters on that penalty kick, and they get the meters, but last time they did this, they lost the lineout. So let's see if St. Lawrence does any adjustment in the lineout, maybe a little movement, maybe something different, make Humber have to think about it. They're definitely giving up a height advantage in this lineout. So maybe they need to be a little trickier about how they get the ball in. And
yeah, they had a great spoil down in the St. Lawrence end in the first half. Yeah.
Making their own gap even smaller. The referee's saying, hey, you give yourself an advantage here. You're the team throwing it in. Just a timing jump and going to be knocked on. Humber wins again. So Humber not allowing St. Lawrence to get the quick tap on the penalty. They get the territory, but then not able to win their lineout. So luckily, they got another handling error by Humber, and it's going to be St. Lawrence ball right at midfield. Yeah, this time from a scrum, so we should see a better platform for their first attack.
Ball was thrown forward by the Humber attackers, or one attacker to another.
Having a little chat. Here's what we're going to do. Looks like. See if Arsenal tries to go backside again. She's got almost, looks like 17 or 18 meters of width over there.
Yeah.
On the far side of the field. So again, referee given some more extra instructions. Last game we saw the referee go straight to a free kick. Different referees, different way they're going to officiate. Oh, that's a big time drive. now St. Lawrence gets penalized with the free kick against. It's kind of unfortunate. It looked like the first little blow up, he said, Humber, don't do this. And then next thing you know, the next time, boom, St. Lawrence back 10. So they play a little short 2-on-1 kind of style game and try to be physical, and they've got an edge. That's Arsenal with the tackle, out of bounds before thrown away. And they play quick. Oh no, they say no thanks. Oh, now it's a free kick. I think maybe not. That would have been a line-out infraction. They must have been off. Humber must have been offside or already set a line or something there to get the free kick.
He didn't signal that time, so I'm not sure.
He didn't
what
signal. He just went straight to the free kick. So.
Yeah. But it was a messy.
And now I think we have a high tackle advantage.
Yep.
That's one thing that we've seen so far today is the referees have been excellent. Anything up around that shoulder line is going to be a high tackle. And they're offside at the moment, but they backed up a little, so he's letting them play.
Yeah, he kind of marshaled them back.
2-on-1, got outside, offload, got to catch it. Oh, caught it, but dropped herself and then maybe knocked it on in that process. We did have the high tackle, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to play the high tackle, which is around the neck. Yeah, nowadays in rugby, player safety, as in most sports today, that's the number one concern. So it's good to see the referees have been all over the high tackles today. There haven't been a lot of them, but they've called them.
3 minutes to play here, and St. Lawrence with a 1-score lead. Nice little take there and through, and let's see if they can maintain possession. I don't think so. Oh, they are. Yep, they do maintain. Nope, not now. Oh, and is maybe side entry on that, I think. And Arsenault tapped and went, and not 10. And he's going into his pocket. There's the yellow for not being back 10.
Yeah, never did.
And Arsenault engages the crowd. Let's go.
He never did get back into an onside position.
So Humber now under some duress for sure. They're battling the score clock, and they don't have the ball, and they're in their own end now. So, and they must score a converted try to force some extra time here. And St. Lawrence is now moving the ball. They got an edge, little cut back, maintaining possession. It looks like for sure. Yes. St. Lawrence is really settled in after those first few minutes. Arsenault getting tackled. But she hit an offload, and That ball knocked on. So Humber with
Not over yet.
just less than 2 minutes to play. And it looks like they're making, St. Lawrence is making some substitutions, getting some fresh legs, making sure they're not going to give up a 70, 65-meter try.
Let's go, Miranda!
Humber's hanging in there like grim death. They're only a try away.
90 seconds left. A ways to go, but that's no big deal in sevens. If I'm St. Lawrence, I'm thinking anything I can do to make sure they don't score anywhere near the uprights. Remember, Humber's playing down a player right now, too.
Let's go, Miranda!
So another reset in that scrum. Last one, free kick awarded this time. It's a pretty stable platform. Looks like St. Lawrence with a quick win. They get it out, and they're into some space with the extra body. That's number 1, Paige Bean. Still alive. I'm thinking don't turn the ball over. Don't have to force any offloads as long as we can maintain possession now. Extra body, score lead, and now playing it on the ground, I think.
Or falling
And there's,
over first.
yeah, maybe. And there's Humber now. That's not 10 either.
No.
I wonder if he'll go to his book on this. No.
You got it, guys!
So Humber, this looks like probably their last really good chance. Down a player, 30 seconds to go. Need to score and need to get the convert. There's some space, maybe. And that might be high. Nope, I don't see a signal for high. So we're just gonna play on and a knock on.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that might do it. It looks like our next sequence will be it. So if St. Lawrence can maintain a solid scrum platform and get the ball out of bounds, then
Humber gets their penalized player, their binned player back. Just a little too over anxious there, the Humber player. Wanted to pick the ball up and go as quickly as possible. They know they're down by a converted try. No time left. No room for error, but unfortunately, she knocked it on.
this scrum's critical, and we've seen a scrum turn into a free kick already, so we'll see what happens here. Humber's going to have to go for it and try to turn the ball over. St. Lawrence won the last scrum, and there goes Humber. They walked right through. Oh, and he says wheeled first, so it's going to be redone.
Really? I thought that was a pretty clean win. But
yeah, especially like looked pretty dominant to me.
Yeah, I thought the ball was already at the feet of the back. Back at behind their feet when they did turn. So I would, anyway.
You know they're coming
Doesn't
again.
matter.
And we got a clean set, so as soon as that ball comes in, you're going to see them go, and there it is. That's definitely clean.
Much straighter.
That's dominant. You got to move the ball, keep it alive. There's O'Coin again. And this is a speedster. There's Arsenal, though, to bundle her up. That's definitely going to be high. Yeah, high tackle, and going to the book, yellow card. Oh, and we're going to slow it down to send a player off, which, you know, Humber now is thinking, we just got to score. We don't care when.
Wow.
And Arsenal's into the end zone.
Yeah, she's got to get, he wants it right out of the try zone, so makes sense.
And I would imagine Humber, for the most part this day, if they haven't had an opportunity to go fast, they've gone scrum, and their scrum's been good. We just saw them dominate one, so. We now have time off, even though the time is expired, but we're not going to not play another sequence on a penalty, and we've got a St. Lawrence player down.
You're in front, Miranda!
Number 2, Georgia Meben de Groot, who is actually a league all-star, down on the ground.
Oh, this has been the game of the tournament so far. This is going to be hard to top for pure excitement. Wow, 7-0. The only try coming right at the end of the first half. This half has been a saw-off. And boy, I'll tell you what, Humber has played their guts out because they're the difference in ranking is only 2 and 3, but St. Lawrence is the favorite. And Humber has given them everything they can handle.
Definitely game of the tournament. It's got all the things, right? We've got a 80-meter try. We've got defense. We've got 2 yellow cards.
Lots of drama. And we still haven't finished. This could be really interesting.
All right,
So, attacking quarter, they're at the 22. So, Humber ball, dominant scrum in the last scrum. Got to think they're going to get a clean platform. Extra player. Best player in the league has been yellow carded for St. Lawrence. I don't think anything could be in better order here for Humber to tie this thing up. Except another messy scrum.
Wow, yeah.
And I think he's going to reset again.
Yeah, I think he's got to. She went to reach for it, and if she had got it out, it would have been play on, but by that time it was already starting to get messy. But they'd cleanly won it, so I don't think there was any issue except to do it again.
Just trying to keep you on the edge of your seat a little longer.
All right, Mark. Let's go, SLC.
Another clean win, clean pick this time. Got space on the edge, but they don't pass. Cut it up. They got to make sure they can keep possession. And I think they're going to keep possession here. Yep. And there's the pass to the speedster. Can she get an edge?
You got it, yeah.
Nope, but they still got possession. So, and it's a little messy, but they got the ball knocked by St. Lawrence. But that's a knock in there, and that's going to end the game, I think.
Wow, yep, it's got to.
So St. Lawrence on to the final. And it's going to be a heck of a final, I think, Bones. We had St. Lawrence defeat Durham early in the season and be the #1 team. And then later in the year, Durham returned the favor to actually win the regular season title of first place.
We're going to see the Surge take on the Durham Lords this afternoon for the gold medal game, while we have the Hawks
What
headed
a
to
game.
the bronze match against the Algonquin
Hey,
Wolves.
let's give a big shout out to Humber, because they gave St. Lawrence, who were the second seed in the province, they gave them everything they could possibly handle, and just the sheer brilliance of Ali Arsenault was the only difference in that game. A breakaway try with no time left in the first half. That was it.
Wow, yeah. So we're going to have, I think it'd be hard not to give Arsenault the only try scorer, player of the game there for St. Lawrence. And Humber had a number of players play well. I think I would lean towards, I think it's Elizabeth Bellick was wearing number 16. She was a pretty dominant prop, and that scrum was critical for them a couple times. So that's my guess.
Not seeing her on the thing here. There's no 16, I don't think.
Sure. Oh, I looked at St. Lawrence. Sorry.
Oh,
it was the one prop for
MacArthur
Humber that I was really
Corey
impressed
MacArthur.
with. Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Trenton too. Corey MacArthur. Yeah, let's go with her. She's a Trenton kid too. So she's the one and only Quinty product on the Humber roster. So yeah, that scrum turned out to really give them, the chance they had at the end to possibly tie was due to their scrum.
This line right there. There you go.
Well, that's going to be a hard game to top in terms of sheer excitement, as we said, and entertainment and drama. Like you mentioned a few minutes ago, I had a little bit of everything.
OCAA League Award and Player of the Game presentation.
And we really got to credit both D's, because that was basically the story of the game.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to number 17, Mary Adarkwa.
Oh,
yeah, she had a good game.
Yeah, she was the other prop. So and she did. She had a number of little runs that were probing runs early, especially, and she played well.
You're right. Yeah.
In from the Surge, number 1, Paige Bean.
Oh yeah, Paige Bean had a very good game.
Good for her. Yeah. We're pretty used to St. Lawrence always having Ali Arsenault win player of the game. She is the MVP of the league, but good for Bean. She had a terrific game.
Yeah, she did. She had a number of good runs.
OCAA award winners from the St. Lawrence Surge.
And didn't get yellow.
No, and no yellow. We saw that last game too.
Yeah,
The player we had as the best player got yellow carded and didn't get the award. So
that's a thing.
apparently, some yellows aren't all equal. Like
that's right.
Sometimes you can have a good yellow.
Yes, correct.
Arsenal's yellow was a high tackle on what would have been a try, which would have tied the game potentially. So I don't know if that's a bad yellow.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yep. There were good penalties and bad penalties in just about every sport.
So up next, we've got the 5th, 6th game, Conestoga Condors and the Loyalist Lancers. They'll do battle in about 3 or 4 minutes. And then we'll be into our championship series of games with bronze medal will be Humber and Algonquin. at 1:30, and then at 2:15, the Lords will play, the number 1 Lords will play the number 2 Surge in a rubber match to determine the OCAA Women's Sevens champion.
And showing why she's the scoring champion with a full field try, Allie Arsenal.
Let's go, Allie!
And don't go anywhere, Allie, because congratulations, you are the 2024 OCAA Player of the Year.
Hell yeah! Let's go, Allie!
Congratulations to both teams, and we'll meet you back here for Game 5 at 12:30 as we watch the Lancers versus the Condors in their final game of the season.
All right, we're kicking off here. Bronze medal match. Humber's kicking off to Algonquin. And we got a pretty good kick. Looks like a challenge, and it looks like a knock on. It went straight to Humber, so Humber's in the attack. They can. And there's the last player of the game with a big run early. That's Mary Adarqua that had that run. So Humber now, right now, controlling the ball. Oh, we have an injury right where the ball is. I think that's Sid Seymour, multiple-time All-Star. Leader of that Algonquin team down, and we'll see what the damage is here. Maybe blood, maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, so Sid looks like she's up, and looks like she's staying in the game. So I would imagine it'll be a scrum for Humber here. Yep. Right, so first scrum, we saw a pretty dominant scrum by Humber earlier in the day, and they kind of booted it themselves there, right to Carrie Reed, right to Seymour. Seymour moves the ball. Kosh has been great today as a frontline starting runner, and then it looks like maybe, nope, I thought they were going to say she held on a little there, but nope. Now Carrie's down, and then Faiza Fosho Hamad won that ruck, and now Algonquin's got the ball, and they're moving, but they're not really going forward, just side to side. See how long this, and a gap shot there, and number 2 from Humber, that's Allison Jordan Smiley with a interception for a try.
Number 2, Allison getting the first points on the board for Humber.
Well played. Is that a type of bread? Oh. O'Coin with the take. Carrie Reed gets the ball, a little flip up, and then there's Faiza. She's fast, but they got her inside and they got some contact on her, so nothing there though. Seymour moves the ball, Carrie's ready. See if they can get going forward. Nice catch there, and they get a little forward ball. So now Algonquin's driving through. They've got a little more continuity in this attack. And that's going to be a penalty, I think, side entry against Humber. Carrie taps and plays. She finds her bud Seymour, who's going to put the ball through for, this is the second time we've seen this today. I think Algonquin feels like they have the advantage in speed with Faiza Fauché Ahmad on that wing, and I think it's Mackenzie Akash is on that side as well, and they've both been really good offensive players for Algonquin so far today. Yeah, and then Algonquin's going to get a 5-meter line, so probably a smart decision, actually. Like, she could have picked it up and then, maybe ended up with a penalty against, or Kari gets the not clean line out, but Kari gets the ball, and she's got 4 defenders on her, so if they win this, they've got space for sure somewhere. There's a quick ball, Seymour, little inside ball, and looks like a knock. Nope, he doesn't like something there. Knocked first by Humber, though. So Kari Reed with the put in. See if they can hold off this Humber scrum. And it looked like it was going to be good, but I'm not sure. Any little instruction, and last time referee Sean Carmichael was refereeing the scrum, he was quick to award the free kick for something he didn't like. So I'm sure that'll be the end of his free chats. And Kari Reed with a little go through, looked like she had a gap, but lost it. And then there's Algonquin trying to figure out how to get going forward again. They've definitely got the possession here in the territory. There's Seymour out to the edge, and that's Mackenzie Kosh. Little cut back, just short. Oh, nope, she got it. She reached over the line. That's an impressive.
Number 3, Mackenzie scoring the first try for Algonquin.
Yeah, she's been really well. She played really well so far today. So 5 minutes in, and we're 5-5. Pending kick from Seymour. whatever it was that put Seymour on the ground earlier, she seems to be whipping that away because she's moved the ball well and put that little kick through, and now she's looks like converted to make it a 7-5 lead for Algonquin. And she'll likely be doing this restart kick as well.
Algonquin leads 7-5 going into the half.
I think our on-field announcer is jumping the gun by about 2 minutes here. We got at least 90 seconds left in the half. 7-5. Humber to receive kick from Sid Seymour. Kicks up, nice and high, deep kick. No, straight out of bounds. Ooh, that's going to be free kick. She struck that really well, and the wind's actually prevailing largely to push that back into place, so she must have really sit that well. So about a minute to play. Free kick. Humber's got the ball. Algonquin is free to play now. There's a good tackle there by, that was Seymour in there. Tough player, and this is Maria Darkwa with the ball. Yep, Mackenzie Kosh with the takedown, and now the ball's moving to Humber. They've got space on this edge if they move the ball. This is O'Coin. She's been a good ball mover, and this is the try scorer. Allison Jordan Smiley, but it looks like she stepped out. Oh, and we are over. The half is over. A little early on our scoreboard, but I think that's because we had the player down early. So things weren't quite synced up. Referee says we're at 7 minutes. So we'll head to the break. Algonquin up 7-5.
We'd like to thank the Belleville Bulldogs Rugby Club for their support for today's event. From the fans in the stands to the guys up in the broadcast booth to the incredible ball girls, the Bulldogs have shown us time and time again how incredible the rugby community in our area is. Shout out to them lounging down there.
So the adjustments here at halftime, I would think Humber's got to find a way to control the ball. We saw that in the game earlier today. Both games earlier today, they won one and lost one. In both games, they had handling errors. They've looked like a really, well-drilled, organized team, but their ball handling has kind of hindered them a couple times. So I think if they can settle down a little bit in this, big game, then pass catch a little better, they're going to be all right. They can't afford any more turnovers. Algonquin, a little bit more of the same, I think, right? Absolutely. So I think we've got a Algonquin kickoff. They got a 2-point lead, 7 minutes to a bronze medal. We're in the middle of a tight one. Yep, the pressure gets heightened here, and as we get to the final couple minutes, if it stays one-score game, almost always it seems in sevens you'll see a turnover and a score late in a change in possession or a change in who wins the game. So it's certainly anybody's game here. So Seymour with another kick. She goes, another good kick, and taken on a one readjust, I guess, and then there's the tackle by Kosh. She's been really good today. And Humber's in and playing, and There's a little crack. And number 5 has had a couple. That's Eliza Shazad. And she's had a couple good runs today, but I don't know if she's been in the end zone yet, but there it is. There's her first one of the day. Shazad with the score and puts Humber in the lead, 10-7. Yeah.
Very quickly into the first half, number 5, Elisa Shazad, putting the Humber Hawks up.
Yeah, they're similar players. They're both fast. They've been kind of interchangeable in spots, I think, today. And you know, we don't see them. We haven't seen Humber play this year or last, actually. So it's a new team. So it's hard to sometimes differentiate between who's who. But O'Coin missed the kick there. She was pretty reliable early in the day, but she didn't make either one yet today. First one was a bit tricky. That one I thought she was going to have. Excellent restart, nice and high, and then not handled cleanly, but backwards. So we're playing on here, and there's Kosh. I think she's going to be key to the Algonquin attack. She's got to be the one that gets them moving forward and not side to side. And looks like there's some space there. Oh, and they almost looked like a reach for the hand, maybe thinking interception again, deep in the red area. And we have a Humber with a little bit of pressure, forces a knock on the pickup, and they're going to get a scrum inside the red area. Absolutely. 3-point lead, any kind of score would make it a 2-score, well, I shouldn't say any kind of score, a try would make it a 2-score game. And they got the ball out. Algonquin defense looks good. Sid Seymour looked like she was going to have a poach, but there was a big, deep presentation. Yeah, and there's the last try scorer, Shazad, and she's through unless Kari Reed makes this play, and she does not. She missed on that tackle. So Shazad adds to it, and now we've been an 8-point game. And Humber has made the adjustments. Eh? No ball handling errors so far in this half, and 2 tries to count for it. Yeah. And there's O'Coin with the convert, makes it a 10-point game. So Algonquin's going to need 2 tries minimum now. O'Coin's had a couple good kickoffs, nice and deep, nice and high, and allowed the Humber defense to be set and ready. This one's a little bit shorter, a little bit lower, and handled cleanly now by Algonquin, but then almost a panic offload because Mary Adarkwa with a big hit on the person that caught the ball, who quickly tried to offload and then not anticipated and then knocked on.
No worries. Remind both number 5 from Humber.
And there's a quick win again by Humber. That scrum's been pretty stable all day. O'Coin picks it up, tucks it away, pulls it back out a little, makes the defender think, and now she's cut through. She's into space and looks like she's going to finish it herself. Oh, and another little wiggle in her run. That was a nice play there by O'Coin, a rookie, one of the rookie all-team players. Oh, maybe I'm lying about that. She's a league all-star, not an all-rookie. Yeah, they made the adjustments at halftime. They have not had a handling error. Oh, just denied on that. Looked like she had a good convert. Absolutely. kicks up, and it's short, but nice and high, and there's going to be contact again. There's a Darkwa. Wow. That's the second take in a row like that where she's had a real dominant tackle. There's a Darkwa again, another big tackle. And a knock on, 2 knock-ons. So first knock was by Algonquin. It looks like scrum to Humber, and this half has been all Humber.
Yep, ready whenever.
Yeah, a Darkwa doesn't look like she's moving very well after those 2 big hits. But there's some subs coming in here for Humber, and you know, everybody's going to get to take part in this victory because there's only about a minute left, and there's a illegal drive there early, I think, and on an angle by Algonquin, and so Humber gets the free kick, and that's number 3, Isabella McPhee, who's, you know, this Humber team's pretty deep. They've had a lot of good players today doing a lot of good things, and they just kind of pop up in different moments, but McPhee's been good all day. Yeah, back to those handling errors, right? So they're creating spaces, but they're just not always executing that last skill. So if I'm Carrie Reed here, I'm picking and going around to that far side and trying to get Faiza. I'm trying to get 1-on-1, 2-on-1 on the winger, and getting Faiza in space. There it is. You get outside. There's Faiza, but she couldn't. Good defense by the Humber defender there. Took away that 2-on-1 option by chasing hard from behind. Carrie with the tap. Hits Sid Seymour. Seymour gets through, it looks like. Oh, and then knocked by Humber. And intentional, I think, is what they're saying, because I think if it wasn't knocked, I think there was going to be a big run for the Algonquin player. So the Seymour to Reed. Reed looks for a little bit of a gap. It dissolves quickly, but the tackle doesn't get finished, so Algonquin continues here. They're going to, oh, and they've kicked it. I thought they were going to try to go a million phases to try to score on the final play. But now I think at any point, if Humber can try to kick the ball out of play, they will, and the game will be over. And they'll be the bronze medalists for this year's season. There it is, O'Coin with the kick, and it's out of bounds. And you have Humber Hawks as the OCAA bronze medalists in 2024.
And with that, congratulations to the 2024 OCAA
I'm going to go with
bronze
Shazam
medalist,
Shazad
Hawks,
as a player of the game there for
score,
Humber.
22-7.
And I like Mackenzie Kosh as the player of the game for Algonquin. Probably get them both wrong.
And once both teams are finished shaking hands, we'll get you to line up on the 22.
Absolutely. It's 2:15, gold medal kickoff.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and I'd like to welcome back to the field OCAA Senior Leadership Council Kevin Biggs and OCAA Women's Rugby Sevens convener Jenny Duval for the medal presentation. Well, actually, we're going to do player of the game first. Alrighty, players of the game. From Algonquin, number 3, Mackenzie Coach. And from the Humber Hawks, number 5, Eliza Shazad. And now Humber, when your name is called, please come up to the table to receive your medal. Number 1, Celine Rocha. Number 2, Allison Jordan Smiley. Number 3, Isabel McPhee. Number 4, Ariel McCaig. Number 5, Elisa Shazad. Number 6, Carmen Case. Number 7, Megan O'Coin. Number 8, Tish Gohill. Number 9, Mara DeMello. Number 10, Emma Evans. Number 11, Amy Johnson. Number 12, Tiana Baptiste. Number 13, Natalie DeMarco. Number 14, Beatrice Souza. Number 17, Mary Ardekwa. Number 19, Corey MacArthur. And for your coaching staff, head coach Dale Isu. Assistant coach Jason Chuck. Assistant coach Scott Christian. Assistant coach Alicia Hayes. Team manager Alana Heed. Certified therapist Carlo Tubula. Therapist Victoria Ligo. And athletic director Ray Chateau. Congratulations, 2024 bronze medalist Humber Hawk. And now, before you go anywhere, my bad, we got the tournament all-stars from Algonquin, number 4, Sydney Seymour. And from the Humber Hawks, number 7, Megan O'Coin. Congratulations to both teams on a great season and a great game, and congratulations once again to the 2024 bronze medalist Humber Hawk. You guys please want to head to the uprights for a photo.
Oh, yeah.